dare. I dare you to hit it.
Hot shit. I'm going too hot, lady.
Here comes the hot stepper.
All right, Heaters, Week 14, brought to you by DenverSportsBetting.com. Let's jump into the Heaters this week, Uncle Jim. You said you forgot your list, so you need me to run down your Heaters, or do you have them off memory here?
Yeah, give me the Heaters, and I'll give you the analysis.
That's hilarious. He doesn't even know what the Heaters are, but I'm going to give him the...
the first team,
we're going bad this week. Woo! We are going...
I remember my Hammerlock.
Unbelievable. This is how we're coming into a 10-1 performance? This is what we're doing?
I got it.
Everything's crazy and nuts.
Nothing is crazy and nuts right now because everything is crazy and nuts right now.
There it is. Everything's crazy and nuts. My first heater of the week is the Cards playing the Giants in New York.
Let's go.
Giants coming off a big win, plus 2.5. I'm all over it.
He's got the Giants as the home dog. Arizona on a little bit of a skid coming in. Now, we don't know if it's going to be Colt McCoy for sure or Daniel Jones coming back this week. We're going to lock it in on the Giants. Right now, we're plus 2.5, but if Daniel Jones doesn't come back, we're going to get like plus 5 on this thing.
Wow.
That's what I think. Home dog, Giants plus 2.5. Lock it in.
Straight cash, homie.
You know I love elite quarterbacks off of the loss, right? Vikings at Buccaneers. The Vikings are obviously built on running the ball, but when they can't do so, what happens? They tend to struggle. We see Kirk Cousins under pressure, slinging the ball all over, fumbling it in the pocket. The Bucs are one of those teams that can stop the run, and they put a lot of pressure on you. They have a really good defensive line. They held Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara earlier this year under 60 yards rushing. On the Bucs side of the ball, you already know what it is. Tom Brady off of a loss, but not only off a loss, he's also off of a bye week. The last time we saw Tommy and the Bucs, they were a 3-point loss to Kansas City in Week 12. Brady is 38-10 against the spread after a loss. I think the extra time to prep helps him gain more continuity with the offense, and I think he comes out and torches Minnesota's injury-ravaged defense. I mean, Minnesota went to OT last week with Jacksonville. Are you kidding me? We're on the Bucs heavy this week. Bucs minus 6.5. Fire the cannons, baby.
Straight cash, homie.
Colts against Vegas. Colts against the Raiders in Vegas.
Okay.
Colts minus 2.5. I like the Colts.
Colts are minus 3 everywhere. I don't want to screw the people over, so
They're minus 3.
That's fine. You picked against the Raiders last week against the Jets. You think what they did against Kansas City in some of these games where they played tough, the Raiders are just fool's gold? They're not good anymore, or what?
Nah, they're sliding.
They're sliding at home too.
They're sliding at home, yeah.
So you like home dogs, but you don't like the Raiders as a home dog.
Peterman in, they might have a shot.
Oh my gosh, stop it. This guy, Peterman. All right, we're going with the Colts. Phillip Rivers and the Colts on the road, minus 3.
Straight cash, homie.
We talked about home dogs. Chiefs at Miami. This one here is more about the Chiefs' performances over the last month than it is about how good Miami is. Over the last month of the season, the Chiefs have played all of their games close. Going back to the beginning of November, check this out. The Chiefs beat Carolina 31-33. That's a 4-win team in Carolina, and they didn't even have Christian McCaffrey for that game, and they barely won 31-33. Okay. Then they beat the Raiders 35-31, and that was after a bye week. We saw on Sunday night, we thought Kansas City was going to come out and blow their doors off. They barely squeaked by 35-31. Then they beat the Bucs 27-24, 3-point win there. And then they beat the Broncos last week, as we all saw on Sunday Night Football, 22-16. Not very impressive. My point is KC isn't really blowing anyone out, especially over the past month when they've had some injuries on that offensive line. Even if KC jumps out to a double-digit lead, I think the Dolphins keep this one close. They do enough to get a backdoor cover here. We're taking the Dolphins plus the points at home. Home dogs is the theme of this show. Dolphins plus 7.5 at home.
Straight cash, homie.
My fourth one in the North Division, the home dog. Packers against the Lions.
Oh, this the Hammerlock?
This is the Hammerlock.
Last week, he had the Hammerlock on the Jets with the Raiders. And this week, he's on the Lions, plus 7.5 against the Pack.
Yeah, we had the Hammerlock with the Jets and the Raiders, but the Jets just covered. I had the Hammerlock for the win, so it was just a full Nelson.
It's just a full Nelson. Yeah, because they didn't beat him. If the Jets would have beat him, then it would have been a Hammerlock.
Then it's the Hammerlock.
Instead, it was just a full Nelson. I like it. All right, so we're going with the Lions plus 7.5. Packers at Detroit. Detroit's still plus 7.5. What did I say the theme of the show was?
Home dog.
Home dogs. We're on another one right there. Lions plus 7.5. And this is after they got embarrassed earlier this season, if you remember. But I'm with you.
Get embarrassed.
I think they might get Kenny Golladay back this weekend. I think they for sure have DeAndre Swift back this weekend. They're at home in the Motor City. Pack maybe on a letdown. I'm with you. This is going to be a good one. I like that. Lions plus 7.5.
Straight cash, homie.
The last one here for our 6th play of the week. You know we're talking home dogs, right? Jacksonville plus 7.5 at home against the Tennessee Titans. Do I think the Jags are going to be able to stop Derrick Henry? Absolutely not. But you don't have to stop Derrick Henry to beat the Titans. Tennessee's got major defensive issues, as you saw last week when they made Baker Mayfield look like Joe Montana. They have injuries in the secondary. They get absolutely no pressure on the quarterback, and their pass rush is banged up. The Jags took Minnesota to overtime last week, and they played every game close this season except for the Week 6 loss to Pittsburgh when they started Jake Luton. That was the last time they got beat by double digits. Mike Glennon's been much better than Jake, and I think he'll be able to exploit some matchups this weekend. Keep it close. Rolling with another home dog here, Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval! Plus 7.5 at home against the Titans.
Straight cash, homie.
There's your heaters, week 14, brought to you by denversportsbetting.com. They just launched the Fan Funds game. Check them out on social media, and you can have a chance to pick against the spread and the total of the Denver Broncos game to win some cash. If you'd like to get in on the action, check out Denver Sports Betting on social media at Denver Sports Betting on IG and at Betting Denver on Twitter.